Winnebago Tribe.
KWTN 100.9 FM. Welcome to, help me out here, best to me. What episode are we on?
4 dimes and 1 nickel and 1 penny.
Okay, all right. So I got to put that together, and I still don't know. What are
I had to
we?
make it simple. I was going to say a quarter, a dime, and a penny.
A quarter, that's 25 cents. A nickel is 30. A dime is 40. And what'd you say?
I know, you messed it up.
I know. I was
Yeah,
like, whoa.
did I do my multi?
25 cents plus a dime
That's 35.
plus 2 dimes
Oh, that's
and then a penny.
Oh my goodness!
So the wheels are turning up slow.
Well, welcome everybody to Winnebago Talks, a beautiful Tuesday, and I am pretty excited because this week we are counting the days down to the last Bare Moon celebration. We have Mr. Les Painter here that's going to be talking. Before we get into that discussion here, we do have some Winnebago in the news. We also have to let our viewers know what's in for store for today's episode, and we have The Answer Is. You're back!
I know who won last time.
Who won? We'll have to look here.
I can't remember. I think Jordana won.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, she did win.
She did. So
Yeah.
you get a lifeline.
I did.
I got some good questions.
Let me not forget.
I appreciate the listeners and the viewers that submit questions because that really helps me out.
Yeah.
I got up at 4 o'clock this morning and was thinking about these questions. They're good questions. So are you ready to win?
Hopefully no Super Bowl ones.
So it's the Winnebago on the news against the big voice here. So KWTN, you got to represent now. We got to represent. All right. So we have some Winnebago in the news. Tyler.
Okay, so we are in our off issue week. So next Tuesday, the 28th, will be our Winnebago Indian News deadline. You can contact me, tyler.snake at winnebagotribe.com if you have any content or want to be a part of the WIN contributors or join the mailing list or anything, you know?
Yeah, those people, what would they do is they call the Winnebago on the news and then they're like, hey, I moved. Mm-hmm. And so we can make sure when you move to give us a call because we have to update the subscribers list. That's very important. If not, we send it out and then it just comes back to us and that's wasted postage and whatnot. So if you're able to make sure that you get your updated list and spread the word too, because there's a lot of relatives that would move and they kind of forego that. But there's a lot of good information in the Winnebago in the news. So make sure you check that on out.
Stay informed.
Yeah. And so Bagel Bits from last time, what was it?
I talked about the Whirling Thunder pool hours. They updated their hours as well as I'd have to look. Oh no, it was the wrestling. It was kind of about like the preface of everything going on.
Right. They went down there. We have the results. Coach Q will probably talk about it on his show tomorrow.
Yeah, and we also have a special report by Jordana.
Okay. All right. That's going to run here pretty soon. So we wanted to make mention that Whirling Thunder has a new what do they call it? A whirlpool or
a hot tub whirlpool.
Have you tried it yet?
No, I haven't been there in years, but I want to. I missed that slide.
All right. You're going to have to go try it out. Yeah, so they do what they call the polar plunge. Have you anybody participated in that, Les?
Nope.
No.
Polar plunge? Maybe we should do that as a challenge.
What is it?
Basically what it sounds like. You go down to a lake that is frozen over, you plunge in, try to stay as long as you can, plunge out. They do it for fundraising.
It's pretty good for your body as well.
Mm-hmm.
I would you do it? If I dared you, would you do it?
Maybe. Just got my head cracked real quick.
Maybe. All right. So Tyler, anything else?
Nope, just stay tuned and help me win. Oh, I don't even get a lifeline.
Yeah,
Never mind.
You don't need it.
So don't log off.
All right, thanks, Tyler. We'll call you back in when we're ready for you. Okay, so we have... we have some guests that will be taking place here today. We also have a schedule. The boys play tonight for sub-districts, first round. And do you know who they go against? Do you know who
I don't.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope, I don't.
Yeah, we'll have to figure that one out and stuff. But they play over, I believe, in Wayne. And all across the land, Santee, I believe Walt Hill, Omaha Nation and the Winnebago Indians will be playing their sub-districts tonight. They advance on. They'll play Thursday, and then they'll head into the district finals. So we're looking forward to that. What else do we got? We got ARL. It's going to happen on Thursday.
Yep, we have. You mentioned Coach Q with his Big Voice Sports. That's tomorrow at 5 p.m. And then Thursday we have All Request Live at 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. And then we will follow up with that at 4 with MCBKC for Res Ride.
Oh, yeah.
And then into Friday, we'll have another new episode from Indigified Podcast. So that's with Trisha Ettringer and Monica Gooddon and Brandon Arriaga. And then that will bring us into Friday Night Hot Mix, which we have a new episode coming to you this week with DJ Blue at 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. And then with Midnight Love, MCBKC at 10 p.m. to midnight.
Yeah, we're going to open up the studios for that live. So make sure you check that on out. West Point Beamer is going to be the game. So
okay.
Very good. Thank you for our listeners. We have 4,000 people, 4,957 people that tune in, and 130,000 up in Sioux City. Broadcasting out of Allen, Nebraska, the official radio station of the Winnebago Tribe. I'd like to welcome in our guest here, the Last Bear Moon Committee. Go ahead and give us your introduction.
My name is Les Painter, and I'm from Winnebago.
And Les, what is your regular job?
My regular job is I'm a health educator in the Winnebago Health Department, Public Health Department. Changed it.
All right.
Since they turned into 12 Glens. So.
And a health educator does?
Health educator educates on public health.
Yeah. So I noticed that you always do really cool T-shirts, make awareness for some of the things. I think like the seat belt, which is very important. You know, you guys do like a seatbelt event.
Buckle
and then smoke-free tobacco, or what do they call that when where you start pledging? Yeah, the Great
American Smokeout. Yes.
Right. So good job. Appreciate you being here. And we also have. Go ahead and give us your introduction.
Hi, this is Melanie Parker. I work for Ho Chunk Inc. She's breathing real hard. Running up here.
Coming straight from another meeting.
Yeah.
Coming in hot.
Yeah. I've been living here for most of my life.
Yeah. Well, thank you for being here. So, Last Bear Moon Powwow Winter Celebration took a 2-year hiatus. Why is this one special?
Well, it's the first one since the pandemic, and it's been, like you said, 2-year hiatus. I know that in 2020, the Last Bear Moon celebration was pretty much the last power of 2020.
Wasn't it? For real.
And there was a lot of talk out there about how good it was, how big it was.
Yeah.
And looking forward to this year because I believe it's going to be even bigger.
Right. And then, so Last Bear Moon Committee and stuff, how was you on, or how did, you know what I mean? Like, what do you think so far as being on the committee?
Well, being involved in the past two events in 2019 and 2020 was really a good learning experience for me, not only with, the tradition of, we're, I guess, trying to honor the tradition of, telling stories in the wintertime, certain ones, and, just the information that you gave us, for us to be on the committee and why we wanted to, have a winter celebration. I do think that it's something positive that we can bring to our community, because I remember in 2019 there was a big snowstorm. Yeah. And I remember the things that I heard, like people were able to watch it online on YouTube, and it, the good feelings that it brought to them just watching, on YouTube. It was really inspirational for me to hear that, and I wanted to continue to be a part of, the celebration and the capacity that I am today, and behind the scenes and helping put the event on.
Yeah, usually you two, I know Melanie, your sister, your family, kind of raised around the powwow, and you used to dance and everything. I think we encourage you to get back into it. You know what I mean? Same here. My family would go around to powwows less. I know currently you and your wife and the kids go around to powwows as well. So how is it to be on the other side? Usually your participation in the powwows and stuff, but as far as on the other side, maybe tell some people that don't know what it's like to be on a committee.
It's really, on the other side of the powwow scene is, it's really busy.
Yeah.
And we're not talking like 8:30 to 4:30. I mean, we're talking like 24 hours
Yeah.
until the powwow is
Right.
happening, and because there's always stuff that come up, and there's a lot of planning, and you're not only on your schedule, but you're on other people's schedule, and then you find out about business hours, and so that's there's a lot of planning into. I mean, there's a lot that goes into planning a celebration, and this is only a one-day celebration, and it's really, really busy.
Yeah.
So I've been privileged to be on the Winnebago Homecoming Celebration Committee, for our annual celebration, and that is a big task on itself. Just to, and not even serving as any type of coordinator, chairman, or whatnot, just helping the veterans out, planning their celebration is a really, really, really busy job.
Yeah, for sure. So we wanted to make mention. Do you have any thoughts on that one too?
I was just, it is a lot of work behind the scenes to make sure everything
Sorry.
runs appropriately, or how we plan them to, without, cutting into, other contests. And, we have to stay on a schedule because we're in a venue
Yeah.
where we have a time limit.
Right.
And, I mean, that's one of the challenges. But for me, I mean, I've worked on coordinating events before, and I have a little bit more experience. But a powwow is definitely different.
Right.
For what I do for this celebration is, registration and tabulation, and that's a huge job. It takes a lot of time, and really I'll take maybe 15 minutes here or there just to catch the powwow, and but most of the time it's spending my focus on tabulating and
Right.
making sure we get that right.
Yeah, they do have a Facebook page as well. So one of the things that we want to make mention, Bethany's all confused with the sound over here, but
No.
You had the opportunity to go out there, and what did you think?
I thought it was really neat. I didn't get to see the Spotlight special, so I'm looking forward to seeing that this year. But just it was right before the pandemic, so it was kind of normal for everybody to be, coming together in a large setting like that. But I thought it was really nice, all the different regalia and
Right, for sure. And then this year, your job is
gonna be directing the live stream. So that first year, I was just kind of snapping pictures and stuff, and it was like when I first started, so it was kind of new to me and stuff, but it was really neat.
Yeah, for sure.
Got a lot of good pictures.
One of the things that the origination of the last Bear Moon, we had two of them. The first year we had that snowstorm, and everybody was like, okay, this is and usually in February we don't have a lot of big powwows, especially around here. They kind of take a break, and Denver March usually kicks it off, and then Gathering of Nations, and then we go into our homecoming celebration, powwow circuit, whatever. So to have the Winnebago Casino Resort Salone, Iowa powwow and stuff, how'd that come about?
Well, I know that our previous GM, he had wanted to, put on a celebration, for the longest time out there at the casino, because at one time there was a few powwows that they did have out there.
That's
outside.
right. Yeah. They had one in September. I remember that when I was in the teens. Meskwaki Nation had their powwow, and then it was supposed to be kind of like a circuit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I think they took a hiatus as well.
So that was one of the original plans as far as that. But to kind of go even further back, at one time, through different contacts with different people, and share the four directions. Myself and a few of the other people amongst the Oto, Missouri, were talking about how the Ho Trunk, how Oto, Missouri, Iowa, and the Ho Trunk, and us here in Winnebago Ho Trunk, or Nishotrachi, whatever, however you want to say it, were all together as one. And so those conversations just kind of went back and forth. And then through, different talks, that's when the Oto invited the Winnebago down there to one of their encampment dances. And then the chairman at the time here, went down there, and, that's how this all came to be, as far as wanting to share. And I think the term was sharing medicine, because, back in the day, that's, and some families still do that, we still pass medicine from, and we're not talking about Tylenol or ibuprofen from IHS here,
Yeah.
Where we're talking about medicine, different types of medicine, and even good thoughts and feelings, that's medicine.
Right.
So those sort of things. But kind of that's how we come to be in as far as the last Bare Moon, and I believe that, I think it was Chairman White that wanted to extend an invitation to all the neighboring tribes in the state,
Right.
and he wanted to build that togetherness, and this was all prior to the pandemic, and then what the pandemic did to the world,
Right.
And kind of made everybody realize what was important,
Right.
and now that we've come out of that, some of us have come out of that, we've kind of realized what's important, and don't mean to get all sacred, but no, that's the
we need to know,
Yeah,
and our
that's-
people need to know the kind of the history of this celebration, so that when they go out there, because we'll need our Winnebago tribal members to display, and they always do, the hospitality for these other tribes that will be descending upon Winnebagus. And one of the things that you mentioned, that first year when we got invited down to the winter encampment, down to the relatives to the south, the Oto, they presented the Winnebago tribe and the Ho-Chunks from Wisconsin a drum. So the Winnebago tribe got a drum, the Ho-Chunks got a drum, and we still have that drum here today. It's over at Ho-Chunk Renaissance. And so this kind of, you talked about the medicine and the good feelings. And then last year, Dusty, one of the council members, and Tori, our chairwoman, went down and they took part in the gourd dance. And they honored us during the gourd dance. Now, the Winnebago people and the elders, that's not our dance. But we have it on the schedule this year. Tell us why the gourd dance is on the schedule this year.
So, when they first invited, and they gave us that drum from the Otos, they did that through one of their encampment benefit dances, and amongst that benefit dance is a dance called the gourd dance, and where that gourd dance comes from, it comes from the Kiowa tribe.
Yeah.
Kiowa tribe in Oklahoma. And so, to my knowledge, the Kiowa and the Oto, the Oto is the only recipient that the Kiowa gave the gourd dance to.
Mm-hmm.
And they're the only ones, out of the whole, in the four directions, they're the only ones that were ever gifted that dance to utilize. And so when that took place, when our delegation went down there, when they first went down there, they experienced that dance.
Yeah.
And the history of that dance, where that comes from, and the power that it has, and the way that the Kiowas explained it to me, because I'm a member of the Kiowa Gourd Clan,
Mm-hmm.
and I've been a member for over 20 years, and not everybody can be a member. You have to get initiated. So somebody has to come to you and say, "Hey, you know what? We're going to initiate you."
Mm.
So it's kind of
Yeah.
like those kind of old traditions that they. So they did that. The headsmen, they walk around the arena and then they pick people, and we're going to initiate you, and you're a part of this now. And so that's how that took place. And so the way that it was explained to me is that all these songs that they utilize are Sundance songs.
Mm.
From the Kiowa used to Sundance, and the Kiowa, they weren't forcibly moved to Oklahoma. They migrated to Oklahoma.
Oh, okay.
So if you if you go back even further, if you go back way back there,
Yeah, way back.
If you go way back, and you look up into the look at the map in Montana, there's the Kiowa Mountains,
Oh, okay.
and so those are up there by the kind of glacier and up that way. Anyways, so what they were telling me about that is that these songs that they utilized were Sundance songs. Some of them were Sundance songs,
Mm-hmm.
but they did the Sundancing where you don't pierce.
Okay.
Is what I was told about that. but they took those songs and they utilized those songs to do different things, just like we utilize songs for healing or prayer songs or friendship songs, round dance songs, those kind of things. And so then some of the songs are war journey songs too, songs that they used when they went off to war, songs that they use when they come back, victory songs too.
Sure.
So all of these songs, they kind of moved with the times and they utilize them and whatnot. So anyways, so how that feeling, I know earlier you was on a radio show and he was talking about the arena, and then how that being in the arena, all your ailments and whatnot, all that healing, it makes you feel good.
Mm-hmm.
And so somewhere along the lines, that kind of like that spirit kind of hit them, and then they felt that, and so they wanted to bring that type of feeling here in to Winnebago, and I guess you could say expose our people to that type of feeling because of you hear the dance, you hear the gourds, you hear the songs, and it makes you feel good.
Right.
And you're often, people are often curious about things that they don't understand, right? So they're going to sit there and listen even more, kind of pay attention. And sooner or later, they'll be out there and dancing and whatnot. I know that, in the area, there's a few organizations that do utilize this dance, and they do it. And I know they do it down south and, amongst Omaha and even further south into Kansas and whatnot. But so somebody wanted something good for the tribe here, and so they thought they would invite the Oto people up here to perform this dance and expose our people to this dance to see what it looks like, and then in a way it's kind of us honoring our visitors too, so that they can bring their beliefs and their ways up here too. So
definitely, I think that we have the chairman of the Oto that's going to be part of, kind of maybe give a brief history of the staff that was recommended, and we called down there and to say, hey, we want to pick this back up, and just kind of give a brief description.
So in 2019, I think it was the chairman. He came to me, Chairman White. He came to me and he said, "Hey, I heard you have some knowledge about this dance and stuff like that." And he said, "What can you tell me about it?" So the stories I just kind of briefly told you, I kind of gave him the long version. So he was there for a couple hours, but I gave him the long version of it, of what took place and whatnot. And Chairman White is a man that has traveled, the four directions also, and lived other places, and and so he's seen a lot of things, but he asked, how do we go about doing this? And myself, and the things I've learned, you always ask, you always ask your elders, or you always ask the people that. So that's what I did. At first I went to the Kiowa Gourd Clan and all their officials, headsmen. So I made a lot of phone calls, and I know them personally, but I know them, as far as participating in the dance and through Indian ways, and stuff like that. The circle, the powwow circle, and so that's what I did. I went and called up the Kiowa Gourd Clan, to ask them permission to utilize this dance, and they kind of gave me the well, you got to do this and you got to do that, and you got to be this way about it and this way about it, and so then they said, but since you're doing this with the Otos, go ask them, they'll help you.
Okay.
And so that's what we did. We went, and then I went over, and then I started talking to the Otos, and from then on, so they wanted me to coordinate the gourd dance.
Okay.
Over here.
Yeah.
And so so my process is that I do that. I did that every year. Called the headsman of the gourd clan and said, "Here's what I'm gonna do," and they was like, "Oh, okay." And so go ahead and do that. first.
Yeah.
And so then I go and then I talk to the OTO organizations, the Red Rock Creek organizations, the encampment, whoever's on that organization. I talk to all those people, and who would you recommend? As if you were doing it in your own home.
Right.
And so they gave me the list of people to ask, and so then that's who I asked to participate in the head staff. We got a really good head staff this year. We got the chairman of the OTO Missouri, John Sean, and we have a renowned head singer, part of the Rose Hill, the old school Rose Hill drum.
Is that Jade?
Huh?
Is that Jade?
No, it's Junior White Cloud.
Oh, okay.
And
Jade gave you a shout out.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. Rubadoo.
Yeah. Also, we have the encampment chairman, Eric Payne, and we have the OTO Princess, Marlene Inlow. And there's a whole host of, delegates coming up. A lot of the Red Rock Creek organization is coming up to participate. And, the word on the street is the Kiowa Gourd Clan is on their way up to participate in this year's celebration.
Yeah,
and it's really, people just don't understand, and a lot of people in Oklahoma will understand that, Kiowa Gourd Clan just don't go anywhere,
Sure. Yep.
And that's just that's just how it is. And so
Yep.
that's how it came to be, and that's how we got the head staff here. It's really, really looking forward to everything on Saturday. So
For sure. I'd like to shout out Adele Grant. Mentioned that they shared it with the Omahas as well. I think they got the Taipei Society and appreciate them. And then also they're invited to come and join our relatives to the south and everything. So appreciate that. And Melanie, for you, what is one of the highlights when you did all this work behind the scenes and everything, and then when does it come together for you? I mean, like, why even do it?
For me, it's just forming friendships and visiting with family members from out of town and just connecting with the people that you love. And I made a friend from the first celebration. Yeah. And we're still connected to this day, and she told me that she was gonna make it up this time.
Nice.
So,
That is
I
what
hope
it's
to
about.
see her.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's after all the hard work and all the dancing, giving paying out the money to the winners is a reward in itself for me. Because we work hard to put on a good celebration and for everybody to enjoy, not only to watch but to dance in.
Yeah.
We want everybody to have good feelings, whether they're contesting, dancing for the for the fun of it, and enjoying the gourd dances and the songs. Yeah. And we want everybody to have good feelings at this celebration.
For sure. That is probably why you do it, just to bring that feeling. A lot of people, we're gonna have food, we're gonna have vendors. T-shirts are for sale, and if you need to pick one up, you can come on up here. Bethany, just let them know where we're located.
Yeah, we're up here at 912 South Mission Drive, but if you're familiar with the area, we're behind the youth shelter, which is behind the corporate building for HCI. So we're up on the hill.
For sure.
There's a big logo on the building as well.
So T-shirts are $20 now,
Yep.
but they're price will increase the day of the celebration.
Yeah, you need some gear and stuff, and we have a T-shirt over there that we could show as well. Right now, Angel Decora kind of produced a documentary, and that's what we're kind of showing in the background and stuff. One of the highlights for me is the spotlight dance. Now this year, the committee gets together, and I want to shout out the rest of the committee, and that's Rona Steeler, our treasurer, Cassie Kitchian, who's going to be helping you with tabulations. There's also Michael Mashad, and then Les and myself. So we've been meeting as soon as the council kind of gave us the green light to do that. I called you guys up and said, hey, let's get planning. Let's get to work. And you guys really have done some amazing work, from the T-shirts to getting the donations to coordinating. I think we got the ambassadors that are going to be helping us out that day. Yes. We want to say thank you to the Winnebago staff especially, because they're going to be working hard. They're going to show the hospitality. It's going to be a great time. But the Spotlight Special, how did we make that decision to come up with the two categories?
I think we...
So the first year was Men's Fancy and Ho Chunk Applique or Woodland, right? Women's Woodland.
Yep.
And then 2020 was
jingle dress and grass dance.
Okay, so this year we just kind of took a survey and said, well, up in the rotation.
Yeah,
And
I feel like that's how we did it. And
Yeah, one of your favorite dances is going to be the spotlight.
yeah, fancy shawl. Well, both of them, they're my favorite categories. Fancy shawl and men's traditional.
So we're going to call it the Melanie Spotlight Special.
Yeah.
No, it's like men's traditional and women's fancy shawl are going to go under the lights.
Yeah, she
the
said she
grand
was going to dance the first push-up.
There you go. Yeah.
Dang, I don't know if I can make that.
Dang, I don't know if I can break that. But yeah, I think it's going to be a good time. And gourd dance will be starting early. So
Yep.
grand entry is at 1, but gourd dance is going to kick off at what time?
11:30.
And there's 2 sessions of gourd dancing, right?
Right.
So 11:30, and then I think we got on the agenda for, I want to say 5?
5 to 7, right up until grand entry for the evening.
So
grand
something
entry.
going on the whole time.
Yep.
Like I said, a lot of people been trying to get some beads, get some earrings, some gear. The vendor spots, they filled up pretty fast. And so we have the best of the best coming for our vendors as well.
But yeah, that's the word on the street. You know, like I said, is coming out of the pandemic. There's a whole lot of new things that we'll be adding, and you know, we was talking about it yesterday, and you know, I don't know if we want to tell them now about our, you know, about Snap and Instagram.
Yeah, for sure. We're
you know.
working on that and stuff. You know what I mean? Communications. If you can't make it up, you can catch the YouTube. It's going to be on the Winnebago Tribe's YouTube channel. We'll have some filters. We're also, I think, Project Launch. Shout out to Brooke and crew there. They're going to be sponsoring the Tiny Tots. But not only that, I think they're going to be making some documentaries as well as taking some pictures.
Yep.
Make sure you utilize that. So it'll be a good time. And then also, this is a huge one here on behalf of the Winnebago Tribal Council. The committee went and said, hey, we're a little short on funding. And shout out to Winnebago's because they provided with the seed money. They're using it as a promotion. But they said, we want to feed everybody. So they approved. So we're going to have 800 meals.
Yep.
And it's going to be in the buffet area, I believe in the restaurant area. We'll just kind of have the elders go first, the dancers and singers go, and then everybody else that's joining us. So you can come out and on behalf of the Winnebago Tribal Council, the Winnebago Tribe, and HCI is also a sponsor as well. So we want to say thank you to them. Little Priest Tribal College, and who am I else forgetting?
Angel Decora, did you say that?
Yeah, they're doing the Woodland. And Sunshine and Ben can't make it today, so
The Gaming Commission.
Gaming Commission also donated. So everybody kind of got together, and we are going to, like I said, show our hospitality to our visitors and make sure you folks come on out. We appreciate you guys coming on, giving us a kind of a real in-depth look at being on the powwow committee, as well as giving us information about the gourd dance less. So any shout outs, anything else that you want to make mention to the viewers and listeners out there?
I do want to let everybody know, you know, far and wide who's going to be attending the celebration as dance contestants. We do have a link for pre-registration out there on our Last Bear Moon Facebook page.
Okay.
I think we're going to be pushing it out. I'll probably push it out from my own personal Facebook, but, you know, it will be helpful if, you know, people can register in advance if possible. Otherwise, we're going to be having a pre-registration set up on Friday before the celebration. I believe maybe 3 to 5. I am not certain on that time frame on Friday, but
do we have
Friday sometime?
Can you search Facebook at Last Bear Moon 2023? I think it is. It's up. There's our Facebook page, folks. If you have an opportunity, and if you're listening over the airwaves, just go and search Last Bear Moon Powwow 2023. And there's a Facebook page there. There's only like 70 likes and stuff, but we hope to have that quadruple because there will be information, probably real-time information on maybe the agenda as well as registration which is now open, right?
Yeah, it's open. The link's open. And like I said, I'll probably push it out from my own personal Facebook as well.
Yeah, can you click on that guy? And I'm a little skeptical myself, but you guys really developed this to make it real easy.
Yeah.
So you just put in your information right there, and then where do you pick up your number?
We are going to be set up near hotel hotel check-in on Friday, and then on Saturday, the day of the event, we'll be closer to the event center.
Okay.
And we'll have other individuals helping with registration. We'll have signs put up. I mean, I hope to make it easy.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep. Avoid the lines, and pre-register.
Yeah.
On your pre-registration, please remember to pick up your pre-registration package at Winnebago's Casino, February 24th, 25th.
Yes.
All right. There you go. Competition
Yep,
powwow that's going to be
pre-register.
taking place. So,
Yep.
hey, thanks, guys. Shout outs. Like I said, Les, your shout out.
Oh no, I just want to shout out to the other head staff. You know, the MCs, Tunny and Silas. And,
Yeah.
Oh, those of you that don't know, Craig Cleveland Jr. and Silas Cleveland, Eagle Feather, one
Yeah.
of our invited drums. They were the winner of 2020.
Right.
And remember, drum groups, winner this year gets invited back next year.
That's very important. Yeah.
Winner. So
That's as a committee, I like how we kind of discussed that and talked about that. So the winner, the champion, will be invited back next year.
yep.
Yes.
So that is awesome.
Yep. And who knows, we might have 2-day powwow next year. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah, we're working on it.
Yeah, we're working on it. And we're working to be one of the powwows. You know, I know we can't outdo the homecoming celebration. And that was one of the things that we wanted to do is kind of like be us or be who
Yeah.
the last Bear Moon is, you know.
Right.
But to still honor, you know, where we came from. But the Eagle Feather, Tama, Iowa, they'll be one of the invited, and then our arena directors,
Yep.
Johnny Moe and Kunu Dave.
Yep. Yeah, awesome. Thank you guys
you
for
know,
accepting and the host drums as well. They're-
Yeah.
we're
Oh
gonna-
yeah. Our host
yeah.
drums. I think we have 4 host drums this
Yeah.
year. Grey Wolf,
Yep.
Hujo, New Breed, and Halushka.
That'd be awesome.
And then once again, Winnebago Veterans Association and all the other veteran groups out there that are listening too. So come on out and
For sure.
give a shout out to you guys.
Definitely. Well,
Yeah,
thank you
thank-
guys for being here.
I was just saying, thanks for remembering all that.
Yeah. Yeah, we got to get one of those too.
Yeah.
Everybody will be coming here.
Oh yeah, yep. And then health education for the t-shirts. You
Yep.
know, and
Oh, yeah.
and don't forget to buy a t-shirt. Because they're gonna
sure.
go fast.
If you get a T-shirt, you can sound like that right there. You can war hoop just like that. So Bethany's gonna grab one here, and
You need your whoop.
yeah, for sure. I'm telling you, you put that on, you just automatically do that right there. But there's the back of it. Kind of explain that a little bit there, Les, because you're the designer.
Well, the back is actually the back has been in the makings for like when we do t-shirt designs. I mean, we design like maybe some of the designs that we have are like 3 years old. You know, stuff
Yeah.
that we've passed by and well, this doesn't fit what we're trying to do. And you know, if you're into designing, just like you're designing, you know, stuff for your beadwork or your outfit, you know, you do a bunch of drafts of different things, you know, and then until you finally, and then sometimes it's a mistake when you, and a lot of the shirts that we do, you know, are things that we didn't expect to do, but
Right.
it comes out and everybody likes it. But yeah, the back of the shirt is just it started out as a shield. That's
Okay.
what it started out as.
Yeah.
And then it kind of moved to different things, and so we added a little floral in there. We added the creation story in there, the Ho Chunk creation story, and then we added you know, the if you look on what the moon is going to be at the end of the month of February, and it's a sort of a crescent moon, and so that's what we added in there also, and just to represent, you know, the last bare moon, and that's what we came up with.
Very nice. Very nice. Well, thank you guys once again, and we'll see you guys. I know you guys will be out there after bingo on Friday, setting up the arena, and you guys will work early Saturday, and then you probably won't be done until early Sunday maybe and stuff. You know what I mean? But we invited Cassie to come up here and give us the details about the 49, but she didn't make it, so no details yet.
VIP invite only. I don't know.
Just playing. All right, thanks guys. Appreciate you.
Thanks.
Last Bear Moon Winter Celebration.
Yes.
Very nice. I think. What's your favorite category?
Fancy, both women and men's.
Yeah. That's a good category and stuff. Being a former fancy feather dancer, it's a little tough, but
Yeah, I used to dance fancy shawl.
yeah, for sure. We'd like to invite our next guest up, Mr. We're just gonna swap Melanie for Willie here. let's have you sit over here. I think we wanted to do something very special.
Oh yeah. We need you to sit in your assigned seat, Willie.
There you go. All right. So we have our next special guest here, and has a lot of good events coming on up. But before we do, for those that never seen this gentleman before, give us your introduction.
Well, hi EP, I think it's still the morning time. My name is Willie Bass. I'm a member of the Bear Clan of the Winnebago tribe, and I work at Ho Chunk Inc. under the Community Impact and Engagement Department.
All right, and today you are here to announce some cool events coming up.
Yeah, there's a couple things that I would like to announce. One of the ones that are coming up the most right now is next Wednesday, which is March 1st. We're having our next community update session, and the topic is about developing leaders. Mm-hmm. And I'm really excited about it because and I said this last week too when I was on the radio, is that we'll be able to highlight our education programs.
Yeah.
So our internship program, our apprenticeship program, the ambassador program. We got some scholarships that we want to talk about too. So there's all kinds of resources out there that Ho Chunk Inc. sort of sponsors and coordinates, and a lot of those programs are within my department. So shout out to my staff, Terry Lee Medina and Janelle Decora, for overseeing those programs and doing just a really great job leading them and taking those programs to the next level. So we really want to share with the community about all the different ways that we're chipping in on developing our leaders. Ho Chunk Inc. isn't the only entity that develops leaders. You know,
sure.
the tribe has programs, the Winnebago Tribe Education Department has programs. There's leadership development opportunities embedded throughout the community. But we just want to share kind of how we are developing our leaders, and then we want like feedback from the community, and maybe there's new programs that don't yet exist, and so we want that communication, that bridge of communication between Ho Chunk Inc. and the community. Lance will be there too because we want to integrate a brief Warhorse update as well. We know the community is always wondering and curious and have questions about Warhorse. Things are changing, quite often, and there's always updates to share. Yeah. So that's gonna happen.
I think
Wednesday.
Everybody wants to know, will there be food?
Of course there'll be food.
There
yes.
you go.
If I'm planning an event, there's gonna be some food.
5 o'clock.
Guaduch. Yes, it'll start at 5 o'clock, the meal, and then the presentation will follow afterwards.
All right, and then another busy week next week for you folks here. What else do you have?
It's a very busy week. So then the following, actually before I move on to the next event, that same day, March 1st, which is next Wednesday, is the deadline for our internship program.
Oh, okay.
So we really want to recruit Winnebago tribal members into our internship program so that they can get exposure to a business environment, learn how to be professional, and attend meetings, interact with executives and other community leaders, and just try to make a positive impact in the community. So if you have a friend or a relative who is a college student, especially if they're like studying business or human resources, IT, construction, really any field where Ho Chunk has business in, or maybe there's an entity that operates within that business. But please share. Right now, are you sharing the Facebook page?
I was going over your internship application.
So you could apply on our Facebook page at Ho Chunk Inc. Community Engagement Facebook page. Just go ahead and look us up, and then you'll have access to those links. You can also go to hochunkinc.com under the education tab, and then you'll see all our programs listed there. That deadline is next Wednesday, March 1st. So please apply.
For sure. Now, it's just not for Winnebago tribal members though, right? Anybody can apply?
Correct. The internship applies to everyone and anyone. We are the Winnebago tribe owns Ho Chunk Inc. Therefore, we are a tribally owned company, which means that we can have a native preference when we hire, especially when it comes to interns. So we do prefer natives, and especially Winnebago tribal members, but anyone can apply.
For sure.
So please help spread the word.
All right. Now, continuing on in the week, what else do we have?
Okay, and then there's one last thing. So I know it's a lot going on. Very busy at my office area right now. But next Saturday, March 4th, will be a Bandits professional or semi-professional indoor football game, and that'll take place at the Tyson Event Center. And what's really special about this particular game is that they are having a Winnebago Youth and Family Night. Ho Chunk Inc. was able to be a sponsor, so we were able to purchase a large amount of tickets that should by now be in the classrooms of Winnebago Public as well as St. Augustine's. So if you have a student, K through, I forget the grades, but they're for the elementary on up through high school. But you'll need to sign up with your teacher in the classroom, and that's how you'll get your ticket. So each student will receive one free ticket. But if you're a Winnebago tribal or community member or a Ho Chunk Inc. employee, you get, I think, $5 off a ticket. And I think the tickets are like $10. So, I mean, it's a $5 ticket to bring your family and come watch the game. I think we'll have Winnebago Youth do a coin toss. There'll be a cultural performance at halftime.
Nice.
So it's just to celebrate and honor the Winnebago community with some fun Bandits football action. And they'll be taking on the Rapid City Marshals, as you can see. And tip-off time is at 7 o'clock. Tip-off? What sport is that? Is that
Same
golf?
thing. That's
Tip
funny.
off, yeah.
I would have said the same thing.
Okay, football.
I got a question for you.
Yes, please.
Because shout out to Caden. He's the one that helped us out, and we also are going to give away some T-shirts here at the Big Voice. But are you guys going to have a war hoop contest? You guys should. You know what I mean? That would be dope.
That's
you know what I mean? I got to practice down. No, I'm just playing.
You can't be playing that one too and say it's yours, Garan. It has to come straight from your vocal cords. That's a good idea. Why not? I think that's something we could talk to Caden about. I think they're trying to find creative ways to incorporate some fun stuff in there.
Yeah, the halftime performance would be really good, though.
Yeah,
I think,
definitely.
I talked to Woody this morning from KSCJ, and he's the announcer, the overhead announcer, introduces the players and everything, and we were talking about it. I used to be an MC for their floor, and they do a lot of events, so I was always promoting here that it's a family event, you know what I mean? And even if you don't like football, just like the Super Bowl and stuff, everybody tunes in for a reason. So Rihanna, she did her thing at this year's Super Bowl. This time at the Bandits game, we have probably some cultural presentations and some dancers.
Yep.
That's going to be awesome, and appreciate you bringing that awareness. And far as the family going out, that's a good event to, get the family, get everybody, your relatives, the Chokas, the Gagas, invite them.
Yes.
And have a good time there on behalf of HCI, the Bandits, and it'll be a good game.
Yeah, and I definitely want to give a shout out, another one, to Caden Cleveland, because he did put in a lot of work. He's actually interning with the Bandits right now, and he's a former Ho Chunk Inc. intern, and just I think he worked at Whirling Thunder. So, he is a tribal member, a community member who's really giving back to his people, and I just applaud him, and I'm so proud of him, and I know his family and a lot of the listeners are also proud of him. So shout out, Caden. Thank you for all the hard work.
Nice, very nice. Well, thanks, Willie. Is there more?
Not at this time.
Okay.
But I'm happy and thankful that you guys welcome me back.
Yeah, come up anytime.
Yes.
Yeah, so
For
I love
sure.
it. Thank you guys so much. Pina Gigi.
All right, we'll see you on Wednesday. Well, we'll see you at the powwow this weekend for sure.
Yes.
You guys got to be there and
Yes,
stuff.
Paul.
but-
I even wore my bear hat. My grandma, Viola LaPointe, got this for me. And
love
shout out, her 92nd birthday is tomorrow.
Wow, all right.
Happy
So-
early birthday.
Grandma Vi.
Yes, happy birthday, Gaga. So I brought my bear hat, and I even got my, because I'm Bear Clan, so I got my bear earrings. So, I'm ready for this weekend. We'll definitely stop out, and we'll see you guys there.
Thanks, Willie.
Yeah, thank you guys. Pina Gigi. Have a good one.
March
You too.
1st. That's where the spot is to be.
Yes.
Very nice, very nice. Okay. So, are you guys going to go to the Bandits?
Yeah, I want to check it out. I got to go recently, went to the Musketeers, and
What'd
it's
you
kind of, it was cool.
You
I
liked it?
Yeah,
Did
made
you?
me want to attend more things.
Okay. All right. Hold up. We got
I forgot
Encore.
one thing.
No.
I brought you guys
Oh, all right.
because I know you guys
Cool.
were crying around about it last week. No, just kidding. So got some for you.
I knew
And
that
then you guys
alligator
have
tear
one
was
as
going to
well.
get it.
Yeah,
one.
and then give this one to Tyler as well.
All right. Thanks, Willie.
All right.
We appreciate it. And this will be available on the March 1st event, right?
Yeah, we have limited supply left, so first come, first serve at that community update session. If you want one of these Warhorse hats, we'll have some available, but they're very limited.
Okay.
And then Sunshine, I'll get you yours if you're listening. Don't worry, I have one set aside for you.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks, really
thank you
appreciate
guys.
it.
Yep.
All right. There you have it. Now you have to wear that at the
I
Bandits
got
game.
2 of them now.
Do you really?
Yeah, I got one from that last Q&A.
Okay. All right. Well, folks, it come to that time here. We got about. Do we have any more guests coming on? Angel Decoro said they couldn't make it here today.
Yeah.
But I do want to make mention before on their section here. Yesterday, February 20th, the state of Nebraska announced that this was last year. February 20th would be recognized as Remembrance Day for the Genoa Native American Indian School. It was an industrial school down there in Genoa, Nebraska, and the survivors of a day of remembrance for the boarding school survivors. As you know, that was a big issue that was discovered in Canada. You know, they found all those mass graves of the children and everything, and so kind of put pressure on Genoa to have the tribes come in and say, hey, do you guys have any mass graves? And Angel Decora, Sunshine, Ben, Thippo, they've been working on it with other tribes, and they've been meeting down there. They've been also kind of surveying the ground, and it's pretty interesting. So I know that we want to also send our well wishes, our dedication, and we also want to remember those. Yesterday, I woke up and I was preparing for the day, and for some reason, this shirt popped out to me, and I got to work here, and I was like, oh yeah, it is Remembrance Day. I looked down and my shirt was orange.
Nice.
I didn't know that, you know what I mean? But subconsciously, maybe that was pretty interesting and stuff. But yeah, you can show your support by wearing orange. You can also show your support and let us never forget. The Facebook page of the Winnebago Tribe posted a documentary, Boarding School Part 1, that was produced by Angel Decora. And take a look. There's some stories there from Big Mama, Carolyn Fiskus, and also some thoughts from Sunshine Bear and Jordan at the time when she was working up at the museum. Just kind of some of the things that, the historical trauma definition is in there and everything. So it's pretty interesting, you know what I mean? But we also had survivors of boarding school here on our show. And anytime they want to come up and talk to us, they're more than welcome to share the mic and maybe share some of those stories. Not every person had a bad experience in the boarding school, but there was a lot of things that I think they said about maybe 86 during that span when it opened to when it closed. I want to say it closed in 1936. Genoa did, but 86 of them passed away while they were there, the children and stuff. So let us remember them for sure. Okay, we have station identification real quick.
Yeah, so this is KWTN 100.9 FM, the official radio station of the Winnebago Tribe.
All right, so Les, appreciate you staying on here. We have a game, a trivia game that I need your help with. Go ahead.
Before we get into that, we need to present our special report by Jordana.
Oh, okay. Did you want to save that for Coach Q's thing, since it has to deal with sports, or should we do it now?
That is a good. Let's. We'll do that. We'll save it for the.
That's the hook there. So make sure you tune in, because we sent the Winnebago Indian News down to the state wrestling tournament.
Yep.
And she put together a video of some of those matches, and you want to watch those because they did an excellent job. Both Mr. Robles and also Miss Wilkie went down there. Coaches Adam Tramner, also Adam James, and there was one more coach. I forgot his name. But anyways, Coach Q has a sports talk show that's going to take place tomorrow at 5 o'clock.
Yep.
And make sure you tune in for that, because we'll show that special report. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it will go hand in hand.
Okay.
Sorry, Jordana.
No, you're good. we kind of also wanted her to introduce it and see what she thought. That was her first time experience in wrestling.
Yep.
And you went down there last year, and it was a whole man.
We actually went down a couple years in a row. That's why this year I stayed back, but Jordana went down, and I enjoy going down to those things.
Do you ever wrestle, Les?
Well, back in the day, we used to WWF.
Yeah.
We used to WWF.
Who was your favorite wrestler?
The Warrior, man.
The Ultimate Warrior would come out and shake that.
Yeah. No. We never had the opportunity to.
I know.
Participate in wrestling, and
yeah, it was pretty interesting.
Sure wanted to wear those tights,
singlets and stuff like that. But yeah, man, there's some tough. I tell you what. Covering the last 3 years down at the state mall. Actually, it's been probably 4 years. But learning about wrestling, it's a tough sport. And shout out to anybody that wrestles. Shout out to the wrestling program, because we have a lot of kids that are succeeding in that program. But built on a solid foundation with the coaches and everybody. So we want to say thank you to everybody that had a hand, and the parents, congratulations, and everybody, the whole wrestling team overall. So good job, guys. We are going to get into the answer is. Okay, so this is a trivia game between Tyler and Bethany. I need you to be the judge.
All right. I'll be the judge.
You're going to have to be the judge if you accept the answer. And then what you have to do, I don't know if you have a notepad or anything like that, but maybe write down the answers so that we don't forget here. Are you ready?
I think there's sticky notes over there. Like, look in that drawer. Sorry. Yeah, there you go.
So write down their answers?
Wow.
Or the answer? Or my answer? Hey, what if I win?
No, write down what she says.
Okay.
Okay, so she's going to say, my answer is, and then write that answer down. Okay, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Like I said, I've been working on these questions, and there's some good ones.
All right.
Okay. Gotta bring the drama in. The answer is
I feel like it's like the opening of Star Wars.
the movie. Okay, here, quick. Question number 1. We are ready.
Wait, before we get started, real quick, I have a funny story. This is
Okay.
from ARL.
Okay.
There was a song, it's called This Is the Way. And then when I said it, I kept thinking of that episode that we had a while back. When
Do you know what that's from? This is the way?
Yeah, this is the way.
yeah, I kept hearing it in my head. But
All right.
anyways.
Hey, that's coming out March 1st. Or, yeah, March 2nd. One of them. Next week.
Do you know what
Disney
else is coming
Plus?
out this weekend?
I went to go see Ant-Man this past weekend.
No. But on HBO, do you know what's coming out?
Yeah.
What?
I've seen someone talking about it.
I've seen a
I've seen it, but I can't remember the name of it.
Can't remember. It's on HBO for Saturday night. We'll be at Last Bear Moon, but the debut of Weekend, the Weekend concert live from SoFi.
Oh, yeah.
It's gonna be on HBO. You have to check that out.
Look at this guy. I don't even like the Weekend keeping up with
I
him.
know.
I'm just kidding.
Okay, here we go. Question number 1. POTUS. You know what POTUS stands for, right?
President
Of?
the United States.
Yeah, POTUS are the great white choka, Joe Biden. Went over to Ukraine to meet with their president, Zelensky, over the war with Russia. Who is the president of Russia?
What's his name? Putin.
Final answer?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, you gotta write that down? All right, let's got it down. Okay. Millions of people are celebrating Mardi Gras. They have huge parades. New Orleans uses today for tourism and a reason to celebrate. What does Mardi Gras mean?
What a great question.
Yeah, today's Mardi Gras.
It's what does it mean?
Yeah.
Like why are they celebrating the day?
No.
Or
What does Mardi Gras mean? Yeah.
Oh. So I'm just trying to get some in-depth background on the day or why they do it.
Well, in the beginning.
Well, you see.
Somehow new. A day to celebrate. I don't know.
Mardi Gras means a day to celebrate.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Last Bear Moon Winter Celebration happens Saturday, February 25th at Winnebago Casino and Resort. Who is the GM or the general manager of Winnebago?
It's Michael McCod.
Michael, what is it?
McCod.
McCod?
I don't know how to say it.
Ho chug, you see that?
I did it on purpose, but I didn't want to redo it. I didn't know he was going to make me re-say it.
Michael. Final answer?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, here we go. Question number 4. The W.I.N went out on an investigation assignment by trying out the area eateries. Just a few of them, we have more. R Eats was featured for their amazing burrito tacos and pozole. Iron Horse Casino was featured for their delicious prime rib, the best in Nebraska, they say. What was Native Star? What were they featured for?
Pizza.
Final answer?
Yeah.
Okay. HCI will have their second community update to the Winnebago community on March 1st at the Blackhawk Center, starting at 5 p.m. We had Willie Bass discussing it in the last episode and this episode. They put a huge ad in the Winnebago in the news. What is the topic of the event?
Developing leaders.
Final answer.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. There we have it, folks. Go get home, girl. See how she does. She did. She missed a lot. She goes away laughing. But yeah, I think grand entry 1 o'clock, 7 o'clock. What time do you think we'll be done at Last Bear Moon?
1 o'clock.
1 a.m. We're just gonna
1 a.m.
go. Official gonna make it 2-day powwow. Yeah, bring your tiny tots out. Once again, Project Launch is going to be sponsoring the tiny tot category. Appreciate them. And juniors will get day pay. Teens, there's going to be a competition. Golden Age. This year is kind of new because usually in Golden Age, they do 55 and over, and then they
it's combined
or whatever.
So they combine all the dance categories.
Yeah, but this year we are doing 50 for Golden Age and individual categories.
Yep.
So Golden Age means traditional will be a category. Golden Age grass will be a category, and Golden Age
fancy.
Yep, for sure.
50 and over.
50 and over. Make sure you tell them. Same for the women Golden Age as well. And then for how many categories do we have for the men's in 18 to 49?
Those 3, and then we added Woodland. Woodland's a new category this year.
And Southern.
So
there's 5.
Yeah,
5 in the men's categories. And then for the women,
same thing.
There's Southern, traditional, I believe.
Traditional.
Yeah. And then Jingle, Fancy Shawl, and Woodland.
Yep. Woodland women. Yep.
So 10 categories for 18 to 49, and then the older ones for Golden Age and stuff. Or she's too scared to come?
Yeah.
All right. So you
Just been some.
All right.
But in the meantime, I can let everybody know that we have All Request Live on Thursday, and we have our top song of the week from last week, which was the Gap Band that won.
Yeah.
But this week we have Can't You See by Total, the Bear Clan song by Winnebago Singers. We have Pocketful
Probably because the last Bear Moon,
Sunshine.
right?
Yep.
Yeah.
In correlation with that. Pocketful of Sunshine, Natasha Bedingfield, and Wanna Be a Baller by Lil Troy.
I love that song.
I had to go listen to it after she sent that. So
Yeah, I think everybody knows every word
jamming
to
out.
that one. That one probably I'd give a good run there.
Yeah, I
Gap
think so
Band
too.
was a good one. Hypnotize didn't stay up there very long.
It didn't.
So far for 2023.
Dear Mama was holding it down for like 8 weeks.
Ever. Yeah. And then we had that special Valentine's ARL, which was really cool. Dedication and stuff. Les, you got to was able to dedicate a.
Yep.
Someone even had a shout out for that part too. They liked how we was integrating the power music with everything. They just like the different music and all that, but they specifically like the shout outs with the young spirit. And
yeah, that's good jams there and stuff. One of the things that we have a playlist, and we're trying to discuss too. I know that Eugene, one of our commentators, is wanting to do like a powwow show with powwow music and talk about powwow stories and whatnot. You know what I mean? Les,
guests from the powwow.
Yeah, invite you up to help out with that. There's a lot of singers that are here, a lot of dancers in Winnebago. Our neighboring tribe is the same thing as well and stuff too. So very interesting.
Yeah, my show would be, after midnight. When I tell my stories, everybody's asleep. And that's when, the stories that aren't appropriate for the kids. They're all asleep. So
yeah, well, who was that radio talk show that would do that? Was that what's his name? Howard Stern? Is that his name?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So Howard Painter. No. What else do we got? We got a lot of things happening here. I know that Ho Chunk Renaissance is offering a class during the daytime.
That starts tomorrow, right?
That starts today.
Oh, it starts today.
Yeah,
at 1.
Can you go to their
Yep.
Facebook page, and as we get ready, I know that Tyler is she was studying real quick. She's probably still studying and whatnot, but she's here now. All right, so real quick before we get into that, go to Ho Chunk Renaissance Facebook page, and there's some information right there real quick before we get into it, and should have their information up there, right?
Should.
Yeah,
there we go.
Right there.
All right, we got the online and in-person learning February 8th through April 12th, Wednesdays from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. It'll be in the Little Priest Tribal College Bear Building, room 211. You can register at www.hochunklanguage.com.
All right, thank you, Bethany. Tyler, are you ready? Let's see here. Let me check, see what number you're on. Okay, you're on number 4. Give me a cheeky check.
Test 1 2. Test
right.
1 2.
Tyler had the best response to watching the Super Bowl. What was your response? Remember what I said? Who are you rooting for?
I was like, I just hope Rihanna has fun.
Okay, all right. She did good. I think you're gonna do good too.
Real quick, I just treaded through those, didn't even use my lifeline.
Yeah, you did. She's all excited and stuff.
Whoa.
Okay.
I'm scared.
Are you gonna help?
Shaking in my boots.
Whoa. All right, here you guys ready?
So
Okay,
does that mean I use it?
question number 1. Here we go. Let's see here. 1 second.
Clutching my pearls.
All right. POTUS. You know what it stands for?
I don't got this one.
No, this is just a conversation
okay.
question. You know what POTUS stands
The
for?
government? I don't know.
The President of the United States.
Wow.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
Oh my
So
God.
when they say POTUS visits Nebraska or something like that, that's what they're talking about. Anyways, POTUS are the great white choka, Joe Biden, that's president right now, went over to Ukraine to meet with their president Zelensky over the war with Russia.
Wow.
Who is the president of Russia?
I don't know, some real Russian name like Kravitz or something.
Kravitz?
Lenny?
I don't know, who is that?
Lenny Kravitz.
I heard that somewhere.
Kravitz?
Who's he from?
Who,
Is that
Lenny
a
Kravitz?
singer?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a
Oh.
singer.
You know Zoe Kravitz?
It just sounded
She's an
right.
actress.
Oh yeah.
Oh
she
yeah,
is,
she's real pretty.
That's his daughter.
She's real pretty.
Small world.
Okay, here
So
we go.
Lenny's the president?
Yeah.
No, okay. All right, question number 2. Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Oh wait, do I tell him right now?
Yeah, you
if
do.
Okay. She is. Who is the president?
Did I get it right?
Yeah.
Putin.
What's his first name?
I don't know. I just know by
Isn't
Putin.
it Boris?
The correct answer
Oh,
is
Vladimir.
Vladimir, yes.
Boris.
You just remember.
I just went,
Yeah.
just
He
went
sounds
totally
like a
Russian.
vampire.
Boris. Here we go. Millions of people are selling Mardi Gras. Today's Mardi Gras. Did you know that?
I seen something like that.
Yeah, they have huge parades. New Orleans uses today for tourism and a reason to celebrate. What does Mardi Gras mean? The word.
Celebration of independence.
Celebration of Independence.
Yeah, that's my
Final answer?
educated guess.
And you said celebration?
Day of celebration. or
Day to
something.
celebrate.
Day to celebrate. You guys are. What is it?
Fat Tuesday?
Yeah, Fat Tuesday. Means Mardi Gras is a French word for Fat Tuesday.
Oh,
Today is the day before
man,
Lent.
shout out to my auntie Deej. She texted me. She said Fat Tuesday. I didn't know what she was talking about.
It's real big.
Yeah, she just said Fat Tuesday. I was like,
Yeah, it's French word for Fat
Kind of looked at
Tuesday.
yourself. What?
What are you saying?
What do you say?
You see her stomach
I'm
going
never wearing this shirt
something.
again.
But today is the last day, and then they kick off Lent, where Lent you're supposed to sacrifice. You know,
Going hard
Ash
before Lent.
Ash Wednesday. You know, you'll see a lot of people.
Yeah.
So that'll take place tomorrow. Anyways, last Bare Moon Winter Celebration happens this Saturday at Winnebago's Casino and Resort. Are you coming?
Try to.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good time. Come out there, check it out. Check out the vendors. You know, there's gonna be good singing, good dancing. Here's the question: who is the general manager of Winnebago's?
Dang, we did a story shout out on him too.
Yeah,
You know
Michael
this one.
something.
Michael something.
Yeah.
Kravitz?
Lenny.
I was gonna say that.
Oh, you mean Lenny?
I don't know. We're terrible and I don't.
Michael
Scarn.
Scarn.
If anybody knows what that's from,
And you said
get a
who?
free shirt.
Machad.
Michael.
Jimachad.
She said it a whole chug way.
Jimachad.
Yeah, it's Mashad. Michael Mashad. Okay.
Oh, that's funny.
Okay, here we go. Question number 4. The W.I.N went on an investigation assignment by trying out the area eateries. Our Eats was featured for their amazing burrito tacos and pozole. Iron Horse Casino was featured for their delicious prime rib, was on the front page of the Winnebago in the News. What was the Native Star Casino's feature?
Oh, they're pizzas.
Final answer?
Yeah, you looked very proud when I did that. She
Both
got
you
it.
guys. How'd you guys know that? No.
I remember
one.
Jordana telling me.
Yeah. So check out their pizzas. They are pretty good.
They are good.
The
Yeah.
personal ones are good too.
For sure. Shout out to Native Star Casino as well as Iron Horse. I have to tell you, prime rib.
It is.
Yeah, for real. I mean, you ever have it, Les?
Yeah.
It's delicious.
About that lunch
good.
hour,
I
man.
never had prime rib. Is that crazy?
You never did?
I don't know, like ribs. I don't like the bone part. It freaks me out.
The ribs freak me out. Okay, I don't think the prime ribs have any rib in it, but I mean,
Just the bone part. I don't know. I just get to thinking.
yeah. Okay, all right. We'll have to try it out one
Well,
of
if
these
you order
times.
prime rib, you won't. It doesn't look like
Meat
how
in
it
general,
sounds.
no.
Okay, here we go. Question number 4. All right, 5. I'm sorry. HCI will have their second community update to the Winnebago community on March 1st at the Blackhawk Center starting at 5 p.m. We had Willie Bass discussing it in the last episode. They put a huge ad in this issue of the Winnebago in the News.
Mm-hmm.
What was the topic of that ad?
Dang, I kind of just thought it was a general thing. So
Okay.
wasn't it Iron Horse last time, right?
It was Warhorse.
Oh, you don't even know nothing.
Got hungry, yeah.
I don't know.
You don't know? You just give me a guess.
I'm gonna do. They just did sports betting, right? They opened that up.
They're working on it. I don't think it's open yet. But
Oh, that'd be my best guess.
sports betting? That's actually a good guess. But it is developing leaders.
Yes.
Oh, that's nice.
Yes. How'd you know that?
We were just talking about it.
Okay. Well, so you kind of have an advantage
Dang,
and
she
stuff.
got it
Yeah.
in.
Yeah.
Yeah. I went through the Winnebago in the News late at night, and that's why I come up with the questions and stuff. But what's the score, Les?
Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4 to 1.
We need less political in sports.
Okay. All right.
Sports.
I'm working on it. I was trying to browse some Netflix. I'm like, I wonder if Tyler would watch this show and stuff. Maybe I can ask her some trivia.
Watch some You. Oh my gosh.
Okay. I'll have to figure that one out.
Be all over that.
All right. We'd like to.
Oh, good.
No, good.
I was gonna say, in that time of that, I realized that. So a while back, DJ Blue, also the director of the Ho Chunk Renaissance Department, he made mention that they were trying to transition from the page of the Ho Chunk Renaissance to the like page. So earlier when we displayed the class, we did the wrong one. So I'm just gonna re-display it, and we're gonna show the right page.
Oh, okay.
So we have the like page here, and this is Raccoon Mating Moon, but the main purpose was to show this is what we were talking about. The daytime online learning from February 21st, so starting today through May 11th, Tuesdays and Thursdays, 1 to 2 p.m. The Zoom link is posted in the caption right here. So if you want to learn some more language here with the Ho Chunk Renaissance, they have that available here. And I believe so it says unlimited amount of spots.
Yeah. That's going to be kicking off here in 45 minutes.
Yeah.
So make sure you tune in so you can go from this show to the next show for sure. MCBKC. Yeah. Come on up, man. Come on up. Let's get you on here. I'd like to welcome in one of our DJs for Res Ride and Midnight Love, MCBKC. How you doing, man?
Good. How are you? How are you been?
Doing good. So how's Res Ride been going?
Oh, pretty good. Last Thursday's episode was probably the best ever. We had 4 actual questions for Love Line, which we
Wow.
offer the best, worst advice possible.
So you guys answered my question. I submitted the question. No.
So it's your tournament shirt? No.
Yeah, it was pretty interesting.
So yeah, Res Ride Thursdays starting at 4 p.m.
And for
Jump
those
in.
that never tuned into a Res Ride, it's over YouTube. We don't do Facebook because of the copyright, but you play music, you ask questions, you do shout outs. What else?
All music dedications, of course it's all music based. We try to keep you rolling because it's on the drive at home, so you have a good time while you're heading out from work and letting the day go. But the Love Line, facts, jokes, it's just like what we're trying to bring back is when you would jump in the ride with your friends, cruise, and have a good time.
Yeah, that's the thing to do, man.
Yeah,
for sure.
Definitely.
And then you go over the airwaves on, you come in at 10 o'clock and go till midnight.
Yeah, Fridays from 10 to midnight with the replay on Sunday at the same time. Midnight Love last week. I liked that episode. What'd you guys think of it?
Yeah, I requested part 2.
Yes.
Part 2 of that one because, man, it was really good. Shy, all those good songs.
The theme was Love's Return, and we took a trip through the 90s, so it was nice.
For sure. All right. So do we have a preview of what's going to happen on Res Ride this Thursday?
Yeah, this week we also have some amazing questions. I had to edit them a little bit because you got to make it radio friendly, and plus you never want to give the name. I know a lot of our listeners are out there saying, I know who that is. I'm like, well, don't bust them out. It's like keep it on the DL, but at the same time, so Loveline is kicking with that, and also the deep cut that we have every week where I dig into the crates and pull out a song no one's heard in a long time. Yeah, so that's there as well. Yeah,
for sure.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay, so I think we're expecting some weather. We'll monitor it. We'll make sure we check that out.
Oh, it'll be fine.
Keep updated with the Facebook page and everything like that. Be safe. And this weekend's weather's looking pretty good, about 38 degrees, and it's going to be like it's going to have a good celebration.
Yeah, another thing I wanted to throw in there to change hats a little bit is I saw some of the program because we're actually having another meeting, but everything that has been put together, all the committee members who worked on the powwow that's coming up, congratulations on all your work. And at my level to where I see things, I don't necessarily come around the circle as much as I should, but when I've heard about it, it's getting good word of mouth. So at that point, I hope everybody has a great time. You guys have done an amazing amount of work, and I hope you guys continue to blow it up as big and bad as it can be. So
hey,
congratulations.
Yeah, thanks, Brian. Appreciate it.
Sure.
Shout outs, Tyler. Do you have any?
Putin.
You gonna go do some research on the. You should.
Him.
It's pretty interesting. Let's pay attention to what's going on over there and stuff because it could affect us. I heard that they got out of the nuclear agreement and stuff that they had with the United States because of that trip and stuff. So it's. Just think about that. Anyways, and then I also heard, remember those Chinese balloons?
Yeah.
They used a $400,000 missile, and the balloon was like worth maybe $200. It's like, woo! That's what I heard, but I don't have no factual. Les, you have any shout outs?
Nope. Just come on out this Saturday. Last Bear Moon celebration.
Yeah.
See you there. MCBKZ.
Yeah, actually, tribal members, be on the lookout. We had a really awesome meeting today with the communications and the fiber project that's coming forward.
That's right.
It is a massive, massive project. Shout out to Brandon Stout and his staff for bringing that forward for the tribal members. It is going to connect us top to bottom, east to west, left to right, all the way through.
Yes.
It's going to be amazing. Look for that information because it is fantastic.
So we won't have to share the megabytes and stuff and, be like, hey, turn it off. I'm trying to download something or whatever. So we should be.
Don't give that password out.
For your gamers in the house, the lag may be a thing of the past.
Definitely. We're looking forward to it.
I don't lag. Some of you out there, you know that. I don't lag.
My shout out is just to plug our programming for tomorrow through the rest of the week. So we have Big Voice Sports tomorrow at 5 with Coach Q. And then Thursday, All Request Live at 11 a.m. with myself. And 4 p.m. with MCBKC, who is sitting right here next to me. And that's through to 6 p.m. And then Friday, 11 a.m. in Digified. Friday Night Hot Mix at 7 p.m. and then Midnight Love at 10 p.m.
All right. That's a good lineup right there. So once again, we want to say thank you to our listeners, our viewers, and those that support the Big Voice Radio. We have some news coming up. We're applying for another radio station, but we don't want to give the word out about that and what the call signs are and stuff like that. As soon as we get confirmation, we'll share that with the Winnebago people and stuff. So it's coming. A lot of good things for the radio station and more programming thus far. And so we appreciate everybody and have a good day. And you guys be safe out there.
Peace.